What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Judeo, and I'm back again with a new video. Today we're going to be checking out one day in the coldest village on earth. And once again, this coldest village is Yakutia. I'm excited to get into this one, so without wasting your time, let's check it out. Saka Republic.
7 a.m. Kirill Petrov, the man of the house. The first thing that he does every morning is to heat the house with a wood-burning stove to keep his family warm on the ice-cold morning in Yakutia. Because of the severe climate, Kirill needs a lot of wood to heat the house for 9 months non-stop.
Hope wood is not expensive there, because if it is, a lot of money
Just
for
like
9
a
months.
dessert, drinking water in Yakut village is precious. There are no water treatment facilities because the pipes freeze during the long winter. So ice is the main source of water. Kirill and the villagers harvested the ice from the river in the middle of November, when the temperature was favorable to harvest the ice.
That's basically your water to drink.
Meanwhile, Kirill's wife Lyubov is making delicious and traditional breakfast, gyurchak, whipped cream with a strawberry jam which was harvested during the summer. In Yakutia, due to the harsh climate, it's almost impossible to grow fruits and vegetables, so most of the Yakut desserts consist of dairy food. It's 7:40 a.m. and it's time for Aryan, the youngest son, to wake up.
Aryan, dur da metnahar bolla.
Aryan is 9 years old and attends the local primary school. The children in Yakutia will go to school when it's warmer than minus 54 degrees. But when the temperature drops below minus 55 degrees, it's too dangerous to go to school. Today is relatively warm in Yakutia, only minus 40 degrees.
It's funny when she says relatively warm, only minus 40 degrees. I live in it's probably like 10 degrees right now, and I don't want to go outside. She said minus 40 is relatively warm.
Which means Aryan must go to school.
And the boy is used to it.
Like most people around the world, he washed his face and brushed his teeth. Aryan uses the ice-cold water that his dad prepared earlier. Breakfast.
That used to be me.
Fatty pancakes and whipped cream are high-energy food that warms you up during cold winters.
That looks
Aryan's older
delicious.
sisters are living and studying in university far away from the village. His parents wish for him to study well so
Beautiful
he can live
family.
his life as he wants.
Min oğlur bun haka heriger oğlur ki bığıtından bardan hatık taqud iten taharavun qasbi digil beten oğlurun atahem bir beten kurduk ütüyecan gından itiyaqtaq ülene hebülür ülene taptır cehnay ütüyanalaq jombolaq taqtar.
In Yakutia, locals understand the importance of learning the right clothing to survive in such extreme winters.
Yeah.
It's an absolute must to wear several layers of clothing and wear insulated pants, because the knees are particularly prone to freezing.
This has to be motivation for some other kids who live in a better climate. This is minus 40 degrees and the boy is still going to school. I've seen kids that live in 20 degrees Celsius where it's pretty good, but they refuse to go to school. They rather play games and do some other things, and get themselves engaged in street vices. But this is minus 40 degrees. The boy is still going to school. It has to be motivation.
Aryan's mom always makes sure that Aryan wears enough clothes, because without proper dressing, the cold will reach deep inside your bones, threatening your life.
Crazy.
She also makes sure that his face is fully covered, otherwise the exposed part can get frostbite.
That's on top of the school uniform. The boy's bulletproof now.
Ondan tımны вайга олар бут нөреттере утарбыт билен турар куталлак буллагы. Богоо тибитту, тибетакту. Олин боллана казбиди терапитин бир отдугар тымныга үгетергар куттанар.
The temperature outside is so cold, so the moisture immediately forms little icicles on his eyelashes. 10 minutes in the fresh air can be enough to cause fatigue, stinging pain in the face, and long-lasting aches in the fingers and toes.
Just 10 minutes
But
outside.
Leonard Yakut knows how to fight the cold. But after a few minutes, the icy weather begins to assert itself forcefully. Aryan has been on his way for 10 minutes already, and now the 9-year-old Aryan is freezing.
As a parent,
Luckily,
you're concerned
the last few
every
meters
day.
are left and Aryan is finally at school. Aryan arrives in time, and there are already many children who have also arrived by food. Aryan is studying in the 3rd grade of primary school. The primary school lasts 4 years, and in Yakutia, education lasts 11 years before going to university. There are about 8 students in the class today, and 5 hours of daily studying begins. Today they have math, literature, art, geography, history, and languages.
This author makes really good videos. Her name is Q&B. Yeah, please feel free to go check her videos out. Imagine this detail. She didn't ask me to do this, but I just have to. Her videos are very, very detailed. I like it.
Yakut people study 3 languages at school: Russian, English, and Saha. Saha is the mother tongue which belongs to the Turkic group and is totally different from the Russian language. For daily life, studying and working, knowing the Russian language is essential. After the first 2 lessons, it's time for second breakfast. Today menu is
Second
apple
breakfast.
and eggs. Eating regularly is essential to increase energy in the cold winters for little Yakut. After breakfast, they play indoors. The temperature is too cold to play outside, and after all, it takes too long to dress up again.
Yeah. This is definitely motivation. Imagine the luxury other kids have to play outside.
Мен осколага
These are babies, they can't play outside.
самый любимый предметом физкультура. Того детер мен онно эрчилебит, байнергерчилебит, хүребит, онюбут.
Usually the classes end at 2 p.m., but today Aryan finished a little earlier. Now he's on his way back home with his friend, and like kids all around the world, they can't ignore the local snack shop. Everyone likes ice cream, and Aryan and his friends are no exception.
Ice cream in that
They
cold.
love sweet and creamy frozen ice cream. despite the extreme cold.
Yeah.
Aryan and his friends on their way home are playing little games and having fun. Parents are not worried about their children. It's a close-knit community. All the locals know each other, and there are about 800 people in the whole village.
That's not a lot.
Almost all the houses are made of wood. Each resident burns more than 60 cubic meters on average every winter.
I
For
hope
the house to keep warm,
I hope the houses don't burn down, cause burning wood every day, that's, fire risk every day.
and to protect the house from the freezing air, they make sure to fill every gap with oakum or snow, but still, the cold finds a way to come through.
The dogs don't like the camera.
Wild Yakutian horses are also neighbors in this icy land. They have thick skin and heavy hairy coats and are able to effectively forage in the snow for vegetation to eat. The Yakutian horses can cope with temperatures down to minus 70 degrees.
It's trying to cross over.
Aryan is back home and ready to help his father. Most men in the village are engaged in the cattle breeding, hunting, or crafts, same as Aryan's father.
The boy's hardworking already.
Хеттис каластан
Nice.
бұраты әме бұл уханаңнан жарықтанабын, әме мейгін кірәддіқпіне Александр Ильич Уаров тен учуталым. Тутаныланы та мүйереттіғаде, такаян бұл кие қара болы хаджабын. Бәйен білігін бұл тимиріне жарықтанабын, үліхүйен тұран. Бұғақ, қомуыз, оңыры бұд. Тәхім бір қазбей деркі туғыр хатықтақ, күтчауыта бұғақ, күтчауыта де ехет қомуыз.
Kirill Petrov is a well-known craftsman in Yakutia. Kirill makes traditional Yakut knives. For many centuries, knives have played an important role in the lives and the culture of Yakut people. Yakut knives are well known around the world for their strength and beauty.
That's sharp.
Aryan's father
If you
is
test a knife like that, it's really effective.
teaching him these traditional crafts that has been passed through the generations. The blade is traditionally forged from the locally sourced iron ore. The knife handle is made from birch wood, which is extremely strong.
Мен ағам құрдық уыс болау.
The dog is looking for love.
Another of Aryan's daily duties is to chop the firewood. Aryan knows from early age that daily work is necessary to survive in such extreme cold.
Wow. He's a kid, very young. And hardworking too.
Now it's time for lunch and Aryan is always here to help his mom. They are preparing a Christian carp fish which his dad caught in the river. People love eating fish and meat in a frozen, boiled or fried state.
Отон тие билген үйөнөрө каалан барамыт, ол бүтүн оттон өрө тутан кене же хаамай били илиби татакпы бола хижер. Мас кайта ачыбыт, кар күлдө ачыбыт, меха мекөмөрөр, балыгыр астырын, еген хүддан хүгүлүр. Оннор меген бал астасты каден демиги манны ыккаян туран иккен бирге асастыбыт.
After the work is done, Aryan rushes to the toilet outside. In Yakutia, there are no indoor toilets because the pipes freeze easily. Everything happens outside is done very efficiently, and no one spends more time than necessary out in the cold.
Just being outside, you have to be on a schedule to be outside.
This fish is Aryan's favorite. It's so tasty, and the most delicious fat and nutritious part is the fish raw eggs.
Alright. The boy's gonna make you hungry now.
Balığın birini yer.
Бу тыйыстымны дойдуга хака хергер. Химби тугара хата таккана тугара бултан. Тугара буллаккана хаврагор. Ахыр кундуккун.
Fishing and hunting are important sources of food in Yakutia. From early spring until the autumn cold, the Yakuts are eating fish. Aryan loves fishing with his father. At the beginning of March, it's the perfect time for kuyur, which is traditional ice fishing.
See how much they have to dig deep just to get water. And they have to fish through that small hole.
Using their rods and nets, they start fishing. Aryan loves spending time with his father in nature. They are fishing, hunting, and working hard to survive in this extremely cold but beautiful land, Yakutia. After a few hours, finally, Aryan has caught the fish.
Oh, multiple. Not just one. Hard work paid off.
You don't need to worry about bonking the fish because in just a few seconds it's shock frozen. Life in Yakutia can be difficult, unpleasant, and dangerous, but we have learned how to live in harmony with Mother Nature, and we appreciate the nature, treasures, and gifts that surround us. We can always find a beauty even in this extremely cold climate. After all, there is no such thing as a bad weather. There is just weather and your attitude towards it.
I like that. I like that. Beautiful mindset. Alright, that was one day in the coldest village on earth. Beautiful, beautiful video. I like what this author is doing, you know, she's educating us on the things we don't know, because I previously said I won't like to be in a place this cold, but the more I watch these videos, the more I feel like I'm going to change my mind. You know, she's making it look beautiful, fishing, having good food. I think it might just be okay to visit one time. Let me know what you think of that one. If you want us to bring more from this channel, let me know in the comment section. This is the end of this video. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you on the next video. Have a wonderful day. Peace.